but I really hope I got that name right.
So it's Maggie Elise, but most people call me Maggie.
Okay.
Nice to finally talk to you both in person.
Yes.
Like, I've seen the name around a bunch of times, but we just never, like, really sat down until now.
Oh, hi! I, like, just got back. How's it going?
Good.
Hello?
I definitely know I've seen your name around, Maggie, but I think this is definitely the first time I think I've actually had the opportunity to talk to you.
Yeah, I know. I'm the elusive Elise.
Yes. Well, I mean, I did know that. I was just, like, outside of that, I definitely know I'd seen your name around before.
I will say, like, one benefit of these panels is, like, because they would say, like, oh, yeah, I see your name around all the time, but I never got to talk to you aside from falling to both, but now we get the opportunity to.
Yeah.
For sure.
I have arrived.
Me too. Yay!
Hello there, Me Too.
Hello.
How's it going? Pleasure to officially meet you, because I know I've definitely seen your name around from other projects and then.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if we're supposed to talk about this right now, but we are.
It's all good. I didn't say what.
Okay. Let's just say that we'll be revealed to be going 6 feet under within the span of a few minutes from another project. Let's just say that.
Yes, indeed.
It's great to finally be here with all of you guys. Just thank you so much for wanting to even be a part of this craziness here.
Oh, of course, yeah. Like, I've been very excited about this fan film. I've seen, like, a lot of teasers and Q&As and whatnot. They were like, wouldn't it be really fun to have them on a panel and do a Q&A before the whole thing is released?
And I'm so glad you did, because I was kind of nervous to ask, but I was like, I thought it'd be kind of cool, maybe.
Hey, always a pleasure to feature more fan projects around here.
Yeah. Also, I saw that picture you put in the show discussion. You're out here looking sharp.
Yes. I wouldn't be me if I wasn't overly excessively dressed to impress.
Oh, that looks great.
There you go.
Thank you. So this whole suit was like stitched up from like my high school days. Like, I didn't think it fit, but I guess it does. It's like my favorite one because red is my favorite color. So I didn't think it was
there you go.
Still fits me. We see we have let's see, we got any crew members in here? Aha, we have a certain potato around here. Hello, Ariane Rooney.
Oh, I want to know where my brain. I don't know where my brain was at. I saw them earlier. I was like, hey, what's up?
Oh, certainly looking great. I love the way you styled your hair.
Oh, thank you. My Sonic shirt didn't quite get in the picture, but that's okay.
It's there in spirit.
In spirit.
Okay, I'm trying to see. I have some stuff that we may be able to show, and I am just trying to prep.
Ooh, exclusive stuff.
Yes. Arena said, I said I'd be here to support y'all, and we're glad you are. For those in the audience, that is our Tails actress, or rather our Sega Tails actress. We are dealing with multiple dimensions here, so we'll say she's our prime Tails.
Yes, indeed.
Ariane Rooney, I can't say it, is amazing.
She's incredible. She has a ton of range, and she's been itching to just kind of get herself out there. She runs a whole community's worth of fellow voice actors and everything via her own server. She is just an incredible positive light and energy. She gives out so much love, and we're always telling her, you better put that love back into yourself now.
Yeah, very, very beautiful soul. I've had the opportunity of hanging out with her many times.
No, you're breathtaking.
It's one thing to like be chatting with everybody online, but then actually speaking with everyone. It's always fun.
It's like a completely different world. It really is.
Yes, indeed.
Because you can just make up whatever voice anybody has in their head. For all I know, I might have an accent like this, very very sexy accent, but you wouldn't know that unless you talk to me.
Spirit.
All right, so it's just 5 p.m. I'm ready when you all are.
I'm ready as well.
Ready.
Ready?
Maggie, you ready?
Yo, Ellie.
Uh-oh.
Ellie, Oxenfree. Ladies, gentlemen, and non-binaries, I believe Princess Elise III does not realize that we cannot hear her if she is present.
There we go. We're already on the Discord.
Here we go. Discord is already causing discord. Oh, boy. We bring Princess Elise in and Sonic 06 shenanigans just pop up right immediately. Like, come on. It won't let you talk? Okay, hold on.
You may have to restart Discord and make sure it's up to date.
Yeah, restart.
Well, it was just working a moment ago.
This might be a dumb question, but are there like comments you guys are seeing?
Oh, yeah, in the Sonic R show discussion area above the channel we're in.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
yeah.
This makes more sense.
Yeah.
That's where all the discourse and all that's gonna.
Yeah, it's a funny thing here.
Right.
And I'm also acting as kind of like the chat mod just to make sure no one says anything stupid.
Nice.
If you get my drift.
Really? On Discord?
Yeah, exactly, right? The travesty.
Making me laugh.
Is it working now, Maggie?
Oh?
Yay!
There she is!
Jelly Jelly!
Oh, weird.
That was so weird.
Well, Discord. All right. So anyway, we'll get started. Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to the Sonic Villain Fanfilm panel. This is going to be a Q&A with the people behind the Sonic Villain film project, and Josh is going to help me co-host this panel. So I'm going to let our panelists introduce themselves. We'll start with you, Meeting, and then we can go to Kyla, Sydney, and Maggie.
Alrighty. Salutations, everybody. My name is Ariane Rashad. I go by MeTunes pretty much everywhere. I'm the director, writer, lead artist. I voice a bunch of characters. I voice Dr. Eggman, obviously, our big bad, and I will be using the mysterious Phantom Ruby Gem to gather villains across the whole multiverse to take down that blue pest once and for all.
Still as beautiful as always.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, anyway, Kyla, over to you. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right.
Yes. I'm Loop Bunny, also known as Kyla. I'm the character designer, a character designer for the Sonic fan film. Yeah.
Absolutely incredible. You will see in a little bit. I've got some of her design work here. Absolutely gorgeous stuff.
Oh, awesome, because I didn't have anything prepared.
It's okay.
Once for the honesty.
Yeah, Kyla, you got everything, right? Right? What do you mean you don't have anything?
It's like, shoot, I already forgot.
Go ahead, Sydney.
Okay. So I'm Sydney, or Blue Moon 88, and I am one of the voice actors in the project.
Okay, and Maggie.
Okay. Hi, my name is Maggie. You can also call me Elise Maggie or whatever floats your boat. I voice Princess Elise.
We'll start with you, Meetin, for this introduction. How did this get started? What was the idea behind this whole project?
Oh boy. Okay. So it all started when I was born. No. I think
long development cycle.
Yeah, right? Right? I'm telling you, geez Louise. So I started rather. I knew, what was it? The 25th anniversary was coming up soon, and I wanted to do something really special. This was in like 2017, and we just kind of knew that the big anniversary was coming up for the Sonic franchise, and I wanted to kind of do something just kind of as a contribution to the Sonic community that I love so much. I wanted it to be an animation, and I thought, oh, well, everybody loves a good crossover, so why don't I just make a, small, 1 minute crossover thing with Sonic and a couple of his friends taking down a random selection of bad guys from across the game canon, basically. But after, let's say, Sonic Forces had come out, and everybody's kind of reactions toward that game was just kind of building. I was thinking back on that concept, because it was just a thought in the mind before, but I was like, no, but what if we actually did this though? Like, how? Because I was figuring out, okay, how do we make this multiverse thing work? Spider-Verse had just come out at the time and just kind of blew everybody else out of the water. And I was like, okay, how do we do that with Sonic? There's so many, ways of teleportation and travel and stuff like that. But then Forces introduced the Phantom Ruby concept, that little gem that could manipulate reality and such. And I thought, well, okay, there's our multiversal ticket right there. Why don't we just go all out and just celebrate everything? I'm one of those fans that just kind of, I don't really have too many favorite things, particularly about Sonic. Everything is my favorite. I think this whole franchise is beautiful in its ideas, no matter how crazy, and I want to celebrate all of that. So, the moment the wheels started turning in my head, I was just like, okay, no, we're going to have this character. No, then we're going to have this character. Oh, no, but what if we have this? Oh, but what if we did this and everything would be so cool? And what if we brought back this old character that nobody really seems to like? Oh, wouldn't that be swell if we can make it better for them? Everything just got bigger and bigger to the point where I just kind of said, okay, enough. I'm going to make a piece of art. I'm going to go on Facebook and I'm going to let out a casting call. Saying that, okay, here's the characters that we have right now. I figured out a loose plot line and just kind of let everything go. And that one initial casting call is how everything just kind of started. I had met, well, we'll talk about this later when we give Sydney a chance to speak some more, but that's how I met her and so many other people. And that's when I realized, like, okay, we can really do this. We can make something that, really encapsulates everything and just says, hey, if you love Sonic in any way, that is beautiful. Here, watch, look out for this. So that's how this whole thing started. It started off really small and then just kind of grew into what I really wanted deep down in my heart inside, which was just something that celebrated everything, because I love everything.
I think we all had the sort of like that dream concept, like, oh, wouldn't it be really cool if Sonic faced all the villains at once? I wonder how that would be like.
Yeah, and it's a thing that everybody's kind of thought about, but it's like, okay, who's gonna do it, right? It's a really heavy task and big commitment to even consider how would you do it, through a comic, through a fan game, because Lord knows that takes a whole bunch of time to make, So I just knew I loved animation so much. So I figured, why don't I just make it a story? I love telling stories. Sonic has some of the craziest, coolest, and often strongest stories when executed well. And I just figured, okay, well, let's just do that. Let's make a fan film.
So what was the process like of selecting the cast itself? And Kyla, since you are the character designer, what is that like? And Maggie, since you voiced Princess Elise, what was it like voicing her character? And Sydney, feel free to contribute to this as well.
Yeah, so what?
Who wants to go first?
Popcorn!
Oh, yeah, what was it like voicing Sarah? I should add that in. But yeah, Nikki, did you want to start? And then we can go over to Kyla, and then Sydney, and then Maggie?
Yeah, okay. When it came to figuring out the cast, you mean like just like the voice actors, or just like the characters in general?
Oh, the character.
The characters in general, yeah. So, once I hopped on Twitter, before the initial casting call for voice actors, and I just kind of very innocuously shouted out to the Sonic community, just really randomly. You know, nobody knew what I was doing. I just said, "Hey, Sonic fandom, lend me your opinions, because I know y'all got a lot of those. What are some of your favorite villains that the franchise has ever had? You know, from any continuity, no matter what it is. I just wanted to kind of see and gauge interest, like in because I knew I couldn't just pick, you know, anybody. I felt like if this is an encapsulation of the franchise, to any degree, it has to have characters that have left a lasting impact within the minds and hearts of people. And I knew I just couldn't pick anybody willy-nilly for canonical story-based reasons, and for, you know, just for the sake of, you know, making sure everybody kind of felt like they got something that they loved within this film. So I just kind of let that sit for a few minutes, or for a couple, let's say a week or so, really. And then I just kind of plotted everybody down. You know, there were characters from ARTSY that everybody really liked. There were characters from, you know, the games that people really liked. And even then, what about Sonic Boom? Because that had just, I think that had just ended at the time. And I felt like I had to kind of include that in some way. So, Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, Sat AM, all of that. And then I just kind of gauged interest and plotted around what fit the story we wanted to tell, how much of a threat these characters had to be to our heroes. I had to kind of establish a power balance, because there are some godlike characters within this franchise that could absolutely mop the floor with so many other characters, to the point where it's not even a fair fight. So you have to factor in like, okay, at a base level, how competent are these guys as villains? How entertaining are they? Can I see interactions within them that'll be funny or really interesting, or something everybody's kind of wanted to see? And it just kind of snowballed from there. In the case of like Sarah, because she's not a villain at all, it was like I had to pinpoint canons in the franchise to focus on as well. And I wanted to include the OVA because it's such a special place. It has such a special place in the hearts of everybody. But there's no real discernible villain other than Eggman and Metal Sonic, and we already have those. So I just said, you know what? People like Sarah, kinda. You know, why don't we just mind control her and let's just have her in there as a happy accident. And it took a while for people to kind of grasp that idea. People are still kind of like, why is she a villain? Why is she a villain? Why? Like, don't worry about it. She is totally, perfectly, 100% fine. There is nothing wrong with her whatsoever. Do not look at her eyes. They are not red. What are you talking about?
That's certainly an interesting concept for her selection.
Yeah. Just something that was fun. I think in the back of my mind, it was just, let's just have fun. So no matter how crazy the idea was, so long as we were having fun, I think that's all that mattered. And then casting just came out afterwards.
Yeah, so Kyla, what was it like, or I got to say, what is it like designing the character, since you are the character designer on this project?
Super fun. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm having a bit of a word muddle.
Okay.
Like, I don't know, I was always a huge fan of this. I saw it on YouTube. I think I watched the, what's it called? The, like, Q&A with all the villains, and I was like, oh, this is great. How have I not known about this? And then, like, MeToons reached out to me, and I was like, what is going on? So I took the opportunity, because I was like, oh my gosh, like, I can draw Sonic characters for something that's actually going to, like, turn into something amazing instead of just fan art, which is also really fun. And then, like, when I started designing for them, we were designing sort of original characters for it as well, which was really fun because you get to, like, develop this entirely new character that hasn't been seen before and make, like, what are they going to be like? How are they going to contribute to the story? And it's just been really, really fun. I also love that it's combining all these characters from different, like, you know, the comics and the games and the shows, because, like, I don't really hate anything in the Sonic fandom. Like, I like most things, even if most people are like, oh, I don't know about that game. Like, I always see something positive in it, so I really like that I get to play with these characters. Yes.
I remember. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to comment because Kyla's stuff was so good. I was actually nervous because to message you, because I was looking at her. The first thing I saw that really made me consider her, like, okay, we probably need to bring her on because she's nuts. And the best way was her Rosie the Rascal and Scourge set of sketches. I loved. She has such a personality and an energy and a sense of color to her work. It's beautiful, and it's exactly kind of what I knew we needed as an animation. You know, it just felt so. Everything felt so alive. You know, every little bit of expression on Rosie's face was perfect, and I knew we needed that kind of energy for whatever characters that we wanted to make. The characters in particular that we started working on, Starla and Muna, they are a pop group, an original pop group within Station Square. They're like Station Square's, you know, locally known pop group. I want you know, the world within Villains to feel as alive as humanly possible. I want it to be fleshed out in a way that a lot of people maybe have kind of wanted, but didn't really get, you know, we haven't really seen too much of, you know, in the games as of late, because the games have a set of plot lines that they just follow. So Starla and Muna are an example of just kind of the level of world building we're trying to create here. And funny thing is, they also contribute to the soundtrack as well. We hired 3 incredible actresses for them. 3, they're a duo, but Muna has a character voice actress and a singing voice. Her singing voice is Joy Ofodu, incredible actress on her own, and she has a beautiful singing voice. Her character actress is Empress Layla, who I think is actually with us in the server right now. Hey, Layla! They're both absolutely incredible, and I knew they both inspired me so much. I had to bring them on. And Starla is voiced by Lizzie Freeman. You will know her as Enna in Joel G's web series on YouTube. She's Trish from JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. She's voiced a lot of incredible anime characters, and she just came to us. You know, she just basically said, like, hey, my clients have been for Sega, Nintendo. You know, I'm in Genshin Impact. They're like, wait, what? Oh, okay. Hi. And so she just felt like a no-brainer. But it's been so fun developing those characters with Kyla. It's been so fun having somebody to bounce ideas off of. But yeah,
It really has.
Well, that must be quite a huge honor. But speaking of character voices, to Sydney and Maggie, and what is it like voicing the characters that you voiced on the project?
Go ahead, Maggie.
So much fun. Where do I even start? It's crazy, honestly, how similar Elise and I are. It's just, she's so much fun and she's so sweet, and it's really interesting seeing a different side of Elise that you don't get to see in Sonic 06. So this whole project is just one big adventure, and it's so cool.
This has been such a fun project. This project means a ton to me, actually. This was my first fan project that I was casted for.
Yes.
And I play Sarah, Sonia, and Queen Alina in this project. Sarah's a lot of fun because she's kind of two characters in one. So we have her regular Sarah, who's kind of manipulative. She's kind of she's so much fun. And then we've got our ditzy Sarah when she's mind controlled, and so I approach her character a little differently both ways. Sonia is a character that means a lot to me, actually. If I were to be a Sonic character, I would probably be her. I relate to her that I have a background in classical piano, and I actually have two younger brothers. I'm the oldest of three, like her. And so being these characters and bringing it to life has just been an incredible experience and so much fun. Lots of laughter in the booth, and it's just been great.
So to all of you, what's the most challenging part of putting a project together, or a project like this together?
Yes.
I guess for me, it's because I'm a director and an artist and a writer and a voice actor. It's fascinating how hard it is. Like, I knew it was going to be difficult going in, but I think the what was it, the second year or so? Well, no, the first year technically, because we started casting in like November of 2018, or so. It was overwhelming. I knew I immediately realized I was not ready, because it was so daunting. Because I had realized, we had casted, a good chunk of the characters that we needed already, and we, I was scripting things, I was plotting things out, I was starting some storyboards and some character designs on my own. We have to remember that this was, really early. So it was just me and a few voice actors. There were no other artists, because honestly, I was so scared of opening up creatively to other people that it took me a while to really kind of, I guess, kill the ego in a way, and the perfectionism that made me say, like, no, you need help. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to want people in on this. So for the first year or so, I was just silent. I was dead silent on Discord for like most of the year of 2019, because I was so nervous. I felt like it needed to be perfect. Everything needed to be perfect, and I needed to have everything finished, which is not true. If you start a project like this, it's okay to take things slow. It's okay to not have everything ready. It's a journey. It is a journey. It is not about the destination. The destination is the party at the end, where we all say, wow, look at this. We all did this together. And this is a big portfolio piece we can take around and expand our careers forward with. But it was such a struggle at the start because I wasn't opening up. But I'm slowly but surely starting to open up. And I'm meeting some of the most amazing people I have ever met in my life. This whole thing is such a blessing, and I'm so thankful that I've opened up enough to let people in.
Excuse me. Go ahead, Kyla.
No, definitely. I think a thing that was hard was like a confidence barrier, especially because I am quite shy and I tend to like not sort of. I hold myself back because I'm scared of what people will think, I guess. And so when MeToons actually reached out to me, I was super like, oh my gosh, do I do this or do I just like take the easy route and say no? Like, I was so scared because I didn't know. I guess I just don't have much experience. So I was like, I don't know what they like. I don't know if it's good enough or all of that. But then I'm like, no, you're being silly. Like, they wouldn't come and reach out to you if it was not good or whatever. Yeah, it's just basically like getting out of my own head. And yeah.
Okay, Sydney.
Besides working on the voice characters, I think I have to echo what Ariane was saying. Is we were kind of all scared of each other, especially at the start. We were all intimidated, especially when I came on. This was one of my first projects. I was super scared of everyone that was so experienced. And I think we all learned, like, oh, wait, we're all alike. We're all a team in the end. And it's just been awesome ever since.
Okay, Maggie?
I would say the most difficult thing probably would be the pressure. Like, I feel like...
I would hope that's not me.
I feel like... No. I feel like, just there's people that, based on Sonic 06, really like Princess Elise, and then there's people that aren't the biggest fan of her.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, just, like, trying to, like, put my best into this character and giving her a new, I guess, like, giving people a new perspective on her, and just trying to make her somebody that everyone will like. Hopefully.
We absolutely succeeded, by the way.
Thanks.
Agreed. You are amazing.
I keep saying it. Her voice is like music. Like it's crazy, and she brings so much character to it. And the fact that she relates to Elise so much is I think it was just perfect. Not to mention she kind of looks like her a little bit. Just incredibly loving. Just a beautiful heart that cares about other people. It just felt like lightning in a bottle. And it just, I kind of wrote Elise afterwards around what we were trying to do with her. She's Sonic's human best friend here. The original timeline where they kissed is no longer a thing. Because I know that's something. You can't kiss a cartoon animal, but you'll accept Roger Rabbit and Jessica Rabbit. So what's going on there, huh? Anyway, you're not gonna get into that. But yeah, so they're just great friends, and her friendship with Sonic allows her to see the world in a way that she can't, just because she's royalty, and both her parents are gone, and she's just been thrust into this, role that she really couldn't have possibly prepared for. And she wants to live life the way she sees her friends do, going on adventures and fighting evil and stuff like that. Even though she loves what she does, she loves, the kingdom she's protecting and everything. But it can be scary and lonely for her. So we just kind of want to highlight that side that was already in the game as it was. I stand by, we didn't really do too much to change her. She was the blueprints were already there. We just emphasized certain things, but Maggie absolutely helps. She's incredible. I'm so honored to have her with us.
No, you.
We're gonna do this the whole panel. But don't start.
No,
Don't start, Elise.
Okay, so the last question for me to all of you is: when this project is released, what end result would you like to see the most?
What end result? I just hope people have a good time with it. I hope people see the amount of love and care that we put into it. Excuse me. I just hope that, I don't expect everyone to love it. There are so many things that we're doing that I deliberately did just because I was convinced that this is what we needed to make this story work, that a lot of the fandom just simply will not like. It's all, and I just have to say, you know what? I'm sorry, but it was the only way I felt like we could tell this story and make it as wholesome as we needed. So I just hope that people see this as a little time capsule, a little way of saying anything you love about Sonic is completely fine. It's completely valid. You know, if you feel like you have to defend yourself for liking a certain thing that is completely harmless in the grand scheme of everything, it's okay. It's okay. Just love. It's fine. You know, we all grew into this character and this franchise through different means. We have to celebrate that, so the end result for me is just the joy I hope people feel that we felt when making this.
Kyla?
No, definitely. This film has so much of everything of Sonic that I am sure there's going to be something for everyone. And I just hope that it does inspire people to like the characters you like. You don't have to, defend yourself and all of that. And I hope it inspires other people to want to make a project like this. It'd be awesome to see a bunch of other awesome things like this and get people out of their comfort zone.
I think as one of the actors, I really worry about paying tribute to the character, making sure that I'm true to the character, not only in voice, but in the character itself. And sometimes it's a little intimidating. And so that's what I really hope, is that the people will look back on this and say, yes, this was an accurate portrayal of the character that I loved. And so I hope that comes through when we produce this.
Go ahead, Maggie.
Oh my goodness. You guys are going to make me cry. I just love how awesome this community is, and everyone in this project. This is honestly one of my favorite projects I've voiced in, and I just love being around you guys, and I love how supportive everyone is, and I'm so glad I get to be a part of this.
Okay, well, before we turn it over to the audience, Meetings, I know you had some stuff you wanted to share with the audience.
So the first thing here, we already kind of talked about our origin stories, so to speak, and how we entered this project. I want to share with us one of the first things I think we ever fully recorded from the Sonic OVA universe. This is a very early sound edit of the scenes leading up to Sarah's eventual recruitment into Eggman's gang of villains here. Just sort of it picks up exactly where the original OVA left off. Where everybody's just kind of running back home. And just kind of they just got off of their adventure with against Metal Sonic, and I just wanted to feel like a natural transition, as seamless as possible. I'll see if I can share the file here in the discussion room. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I think we're good. So the voices of Sonic, Tails, Sonic and Tails, they are Munson X4, who does a fantastic OVA-styled Sonic. He does an amazing Martin Burke impression, and many of you will know OVA Tails' actress as Kenny Adventure, as one of her names. She does an incredible nasally OVA Tails. It was so unreal. Originally, we had Sarah the Catlove of Adrenaline Dubs, who voices Techno the Canary and Amy Rose in our film as well. Originally, she was going to be the voice, but she realized, okay, Kenny's probably way more equipped for this than I am. So she just kind of sent me her contacts. And it's been a joy to have Kenny here. She's absolutely fantastic. And this was, you can hear a very early rendition of Sydney's lines as Sarah. This was one of the first things she recorded as well. We just did a re-recording because it's been so long. That's the fun thing about this project, is that we've all grown so much over this thing that some of the stuff that we have is 3 to 4 years old now. But I still say it holds up. I still say it holds up surprisingly well, better than I thought. You guys just get to kind of listen to that and how seamless I tried to make it transition into our film right after the OVA ends.
Yeah, especially that's a very interesting way to transition from the end of the OVA and into the project itself.
It was really, really hard to sound design, but luckily at the time we didn't have all the sound. We didn't have the whole soundtrack available to us. But like literally like a day after I decided, I think it's finally time we sound mix this together, someone had just dropped the entire OVA soundtrack just randomly because it had never been released before. So I was like, this is perfect, because I thought we were just going to have to remix everything. I thought we were just going to have to, create original tracks that captured the feel of what that, with those, little 2 episodes of an anime we're kind of going for. But lo and behold, everything just kind of lined up perfectly, and I just kind of sound mixed the whole thing. And we still have a long way to go. Storyboarding and painting the backgrounds to look as accurate as they should, and animating everything. But this is just a little snippet of kind of what we're kind of aiming for here with our multiversal madness.
Okay. Was there anything else you wanted to show before we turn it over to the audience?
Yeah, but that can probably be saved for the end. I think I still need to kind of spruce it up a little bit.
Ooh, saving the best for last. All right, well, let's turn it over to the audience here. So if you all have a question, please raise your hand. I'm going to start with Lord Energetic for an interesting question.
Lord Enerjack, where you? There you go.
Yep, there you go.
Good evening, everyone. Sorry for Lexan. Hi. Yeah, we love your work from France. Sorry, I'm nervous. Here's my question. I want to know how you would manage to deal with the fights itself, because this is a big mess, you see. So I was like,
yes.
How they do it?
How are we gonna handle the fights? Oh boy! So fight scenes in general are just one of they're both the coolest things to work on in animation, but they are also the hardest things, because you have to choreograph that. And then you have to take into the account that we have teams of what, like 12 to 17 characters, or 15 in some cases at once. It's like you have to map everything. You literally have to set the stage. Where are they fighting? Where are these characters fighting? Why are they fighting? What stage is everyone in their development as characters? What characters should we highlight? Which characters would best fit going up against another character? So it's a lot of work to just kind of map everything out, and do it in a way that serves a story, because you have to remember, okay, this can't just be a cool Dragon Ball Z-esque fight. There still has to be a plot interweaved through everything, every little nook and cranny. So everything has to have purpose leading up to an end. So you have to establish a beginning, a middle, an end to your fight scene, and follow it through, to the best of your ability in a way that's clear, in a way that people will enjoy, maybe get a laugh out of, or get some really cool moments between characters that you probably never would have expected. I'm always thinking about cool team ups, Like, what character combinations do we not usually get to see within Sonic? You know, what characters probably go really great together, but you never really get to see it just because of how the games are at certain times. You know, we haven't had a real team-based game like this since Sonic Heroes, I want to say. So it's really fun to just kind of go back to that that set of heroes at least, and just kind of pit them up against these these seemingly random set of villains, and just kind of watch the madness unfold. Eventually, I will have some storyboards and some animation work to show you guys. But right now, it's the writing stage, the crucial part. Just trying to get everything down and hope it makes sense.
Thank you for your question, Lord Inajara.
Yeah, thanks. That was it. That was for me. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Alrighty, Josh, go ahead and pick the next person.
Alright, let me go ahead and check the request to speak. There's like 14 people up in here. Let's see, I guess I could start off with Nate Dog 73 Gaming. I'll go ahead and get them in. If y'all are listening, there we go. They were listening.
Yes, I was interested in this panel.
Yeah, as was I.
All right, I will say I'm a huge fan of this panel. I got a little excited, so I made some fan art, but I'll post it later on.
Aww,
but you hear me? My mic did.
Yeah, you might cut out. But yeah, what's your question?
I have push to talk on, so if I cut out, my apologies.
It's okay.
So my question was, because I've noticed the cast, very good, but also very surprised that Sonic.exe is in it. What was the idea behind that? I'm very curious to know.
yes. Sonic.
That's a good question, because that was something I had. That was something I was curious about.
yeah. It's
right,
the thing.
exactly. Like, you wouldn't see Sonic.exe very often in like a Sonic film. Like, that's crazy.
It's the thing that everybody kind of looks at and they're like, wait, what? Okay, you have all these canon guys, and then you just have this one fan character in here? Okay.
yeah, exactly.
But so my rationale behind him being here was I wanted to, the fandom in itself has so many incredible characters. There are so many great characters within the fandom that they themselves have created on their own. And, I feel like as a fan myself, I felt like, well, why don't we kind of pay homage to them too? We have some canon stuff and then maybe one fan related thing. I had in my head a few ideas about maybe who to pick. I said this in one FAQ video on our channel already, but I had thought maybe we can ask Chakra X about Nazo being included. But the more the story just kind of developed, it just didn't feel like it made too much sense because he felt way too overpowered. Again, it's the power, it's the power scaling thing of like, how do we make sure that there's a level playing field so where one character can't just mop the floor with everybody without the assistance of anybody else. So Sonic.exe just made the most sense because he had been around for a long time. He's probably one of the biggest creepypasta characters, point blank period, next to Slenderman and the others.
Yeah.
He started basically a whole genre of haunted video game in garage sale. Do not buy this. Just kidding. It's free. Oh, wait, it's hacking into your mainframe. And now the character is coming out of the screen and he is going to murder you. Oh no. How did I write this scary story if I'm dead? No one knows. But,
magic.
The spirit wrote it. The author's spirit wrote it. Don't worry about it. He can touch pencils. It's fine. So Sonic.exe just felt like it made the most sense. But again, power scaling. In the original creepypasta, he just seemed kind of almost deity-esque. He literally says in the game, I am God. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it just felt like, okay, this doesn't really feel right for a Sonic thing. This doesn't really feel too palatable for a Sonic thing that's trying to feel authentic to the games or to the source materials. So we needed to kind of tone him down a little bit, number one. Number two, we had to kind of take his godly powers away. So I figured, okay, what if he was a creation of Eggman himself, as opposed to just some unknown demonic entity summoned through overly religious means that didn't really feel too right for Sonic anyway. So him just being an actual executable file, like his creepypasta suggests. Just felt like it made sense. He's a virus with a god complex. He thinks he's a god, not really. He's just very good at hacking into your system, and you know, forcing you to play his little games. He's like a Sonic jigsaw, basically.
The real question is, how does he put up with Eggman?
He doesn't. But he just kind of, you know, he's a means to an end.
Right.
You know.
Okay. Well, thank you for your question, Nate.
No problem. Hopefully I can talk to you all again soon. Keep up the great work. I'm very excited for where this project's going. Love all the stuff you guys do.
Thank you so much, Nate.
All right, let's go to the middle here. I will call on Cheesy Arts next.
Hello,
Hello.
Cheesy.
Hello. How are you doing, guys?
We're doing well.
Surviving.
Yes, good.
Yeah.
All right. My question is, when choosing the villains, were you initially did you initially already have some already pre-planned before you asked I guess the Sonic community what is your favorite villains, and then, you know, put them in, or was it always just like, I'm gonna just see what happens? I'm gonna just ask everybody and just see what happens, and I'll see what works and right from there. Or did you already have some planned?
I had an idea. I had a rough idea, because I still, you know, at the end of the day, I still have my own personal biases.
Yeah.
So I did have, you know, an idea of who I wanted. You know, Scratch, Grounder, and Coconuts, that just felt like a no-brainer. You know, the guys are a classic. They kind of have to be in there. They're so fun and lovable, depending on who you ask. And I love the ARTSY stuff. So I love Scourge, and I love characters that just get to go crazy. So Rosie was already kind of in the back of my head. She wasn't actually one of the characters that people said much about. It was Scourge primarily, but I wanted to have at least one other representative from ARTSY, at least 2 or 3 representatives per universe. That was my cap off. Sense. That was my cap off. And Rosie was just like, just sneak her in there. I don't know, you know, she'll be fun. And then Tia Ballard came in and then just kind of shook everything and was like, oh my gosh, she's the best character ever. So yeah, some planned, but I did kind of leave a lot of it just kind of up to everyone else. Just like, okay, shoot, let's go.
Send me your favorite villains. I might put them in my film.
Yeah,
and then...
well, no one even knew I was going to do a film. That was the fun part.
That's cool. I was going to say one more thing, but I don't know if I can. But
I think we can. I think we both know what we're talking about here.
Hey, it's y'all's panel. It's y'all's panel. Say whatever y'all want.
So
on the topic... Oh, sorry. Were you going to say something?
Oh, no, go on ahead. Go ahead.
Well, on the topic of villains, when it comes to, I suppose, not Sonic-related villains, do you have a personal favorite at all, or are you just kind of, you know, I don't know. I have a lot of favorite villains that aren't entirely Sonic-related, or even some of my own, comic books, etc. There's so many villains.
Yeah. Oh, so many. I think you and I share a favorite, Dr. Nefarious from Ratchet and Clank.
Oh my gosh, yes!
Lawrence!
Great. Lawrence!
Love that guy. Let's see. let's get some classics in here.
Doofenshmirtz? Is he really a villain though?
I don't know if I would classify him as a villain necessarily. I mean, he's
antagonist.
He's more of an activist. I wouldn't say he's all a bad
An
guy.
activist.
I just want to raise my daughter, you know? Then Penny Platypus shows up and oh, God, grief.
Yeah, he's a personal favorite of mine.
Well, actually, you know...
The Joker.
Oh, of course.
That impression was OP, by the way.
That
was good right
He dude's such a talented voice actor, I swear.
Thank you, Penny the
Platypus. I know. I work with him.
Oh, but I guess
I work with him too, kind of.
I guess we can just make this question a general one. Let's have everybody in on this. There's so many villains. So
oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. So Kyla, you can go.
Okay. I really love the Crash villains, Neocortex and Engine. I don't know. I have a thing for like dorky villains.
Oh yeah, they're super dorky.
The dorkiest.
Which version of Engine do you, which let's say which voice of Engine do you like? Because I think he has like what, two kinds of voices.
Was it two?
There's the one from the original games and Crash 4 kind of onwards, and then there was the time
they replaced his voice. I didn't know that
for a little bit when the series went to Activision. He was voiced by Nolan North, I think. And he had kind of an accent. He kind of sounded like this. He was really loud and a little funny, and he wanted to eat Coco for some reason.
I actually enjoy the Crash 4 voice and the shouty voice. Like I like both. Yes.
But yeah, go ahead, Sydney, and then Maggie, and then we got to move on to the next person.
Yes.
One of my favorite villains, is that right?
Yeah, just from anything.
Yeah. From anything. I love Eris from Sinbad.
Ooh, yes.
I remember that movie.
I love her animation so much.
Vivid memory in my mind.
She's incredible.
I can watch the hair animation like all day. It's so hypnotic.
It's like wasn't she like made out of smoke or something? I don't remember that movie entirely.
She could materialize into smoke if she wanted to.
Her hair. I just remember her hair animation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Maggie.
I don't know. I think the first person that comes to my head is the peacock guy from Kung Fu Panda. Yeah.
Oh, Lord Shen.
Oh,
yeah.
That guy.
He was just so cool.
He's my sister's personal favorite, I'm pretty sure. Shen was great.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for your question, Cheeky Art.
All right.
Yes,
well,
you.
I will see you guys sometime in the future. In the meantime, I must go now.
Somebody capped him up before he could finish. Yeah, I got him.
Josh, can you call up MC Voices? He had a question next.
I got you, bro. All right. Invited them MC Voices if you're watching.
Hey,
there you go.
Hey there.
Hello.
Anyway, my question...
Hey, MC.
Hey there. Anyway, my question is for MeToons. Were there any characters that you mainly did not want to put in, but felt you should because they're fan favorites or something?
I don't know if there was anybody that I didn't want in because they weren't a favorite. Because for me, I just I love so much of it, and if there's any way I can make a character work within a story, that's the villain I'll choose. My thought process was very much just who would be the most fun, because there's a ton of bad guys. There's a ton of bad guys, and you have to just kind of. I want this to be very action oriented. Obviously, I want this to be a Sonic project that and which ones, you know, weren't so overpowered that they kind of encapsulated everything. So I think as far as I don't know, maybe what characters that I feel like we probably just wouldn't dare to touch, maybe villains created by a certain pendering person, but other than that, I don't really think anybody was really off the table due to any personal biases.
Well, it's good to know. Thanks for asking my question. I'm really looking forward to seeing the final project.
Thank you so much for the question.
Thank you for your question there, MC. I'm going to call up Ariane Rooney. I really hope I'm pronouncing this name right, and I'm so sorry if I'm not.
Oh, Ariane Rooney.
Ariane
Rooney. Yeah, thank you. I'm very bad with name. But hello and welcome.
Hey, Potato.
Hey, how's it going?
I wasn't expected to be called yet. I was just joking about it earlier, but okay.
Hey, how you been doing?
I've been doing good, man. Grad school. I'm doing it, man.
I feel that. I'm about to finish undergrad in a couple months finally, so I feel your pain.
All right. Fun fact: both Josh and I are communication studies.
That is true. That is true.
That is the funniest thing. That's one of the first things we talked about. We're both communication studies.
Broadcast production specifically, which is basically what I'm doing now. So there you go.
Yeah. So if I was gonna ask a question, I would say, MeToons, my dude, you have me shook with all the stuff that you do. Like, I know in the past that I've been making a couple of projects. Y'all have seen some of the projects that I do. So it's just like, what's I know it's gonna be far in the future from now because this one is a big one. But like, do you feel like in the future you would ever take on another Sonic project, or would you stick to some of the other? Because I know you have the Super Mario project that you were creating and some of the other things.
Yeah, I mean, I always Sonic will always be my favorite thing. I think I'm never opposed to doing it. I feel like after Villains, I would take a big break from large scale Sonic projects anyway. You know, I like taking part in small little community things. You know, if you ask me to voice a character, so, you know, of course I'm down. You ask me to draw at least like one or two things, then, you know, sure. But as far as any large scale thing, I feel like I'd want to just kind of move on to working on Sonic stuff officially in any capacity. You know, I've been trying to kind of sneakily figure out, okay, how do I get into IDW so I can work on those comics? You know, help your boy out. You know, so anything comic related officially or animation wise officially, I would be super down for. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of, you know, where I'll be afterwards, because, you know, I have things other than Sonic that I'd love to do, just animation in general. You know, if I end up getting picked up and work on anime or, you know, cartoons or films officially in any way, somehow, some way, you know, that may put a fork in things, but. That's in the future.
Hey, we'll cheer you on regardless, my dude.
Thank you. And I'll be cheering you guys on for all of eternity. Like, seriously. Just thank you all, because you made this happen. You guys being here made this whole panel is you guys. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys.
Cry.
So thank you. No, I'm serious. I will scream it from the rooftops, and you know I do already. I will do it till the day I die. You guys make this. Just thank you. Thank you so much for trusting in me to deliver something that's worthy of you guys' voices in art and skill.
No, you.
No, you! You gave us a chance!
See, we're gonna do it again! We're gonna do the no you thing, and it's gonna be forever! No! Into the sun! I will know you all into the sun! You guys are
This This is almost violently wholesome, and I love it.
Yeah, me too. I think we all need this right now.
I'm serious.
Oh,
I
you ain't
baked
kidding.
potato to a mashed potato, y'all.
Anyway, thank you for your question.
Thank y'all. Have a good one.
Absolutely, good to see you.
You.
Alrighty, Josh, please go ahead and pick the next person.
Alrighty. See my man Contunes in the audience there. I'll go ahead and invite them in to speak. If you are listening, there we go.
Finally, it actually works this time.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi.
First of all, I'd like to say it's nice to meet you. Actually, all of you.
Nice meeting you too.
You too. Nice to
Thank
meet
you. You too.
And next, the actual question of mine. Now we all know of your Sonic villains, but what process, what did you have for picking the heroes of this journey?
Yes, thank you. Good question. That was another kind of, it was easy on one end, but then it was also difficult on another because, our heroes are primarily, characters from the Prime universe. So the games, basically. And there's a set of characters that usually are expected when talking about, the game side of the Sonic multiverse, as it were. What made it difficult, I think, was deciding, again, how many of these guys do we need? Do they serve any plot purpose other than just being there because it's expected that they're there? Silver and Blaze were the characters that I decided to cut. As a result of that, as much as I love those guys and as much as, so many of us love those characters, I personally feel like if we had Silver and Blaze here, they would make the fight too easy. I feel like those two characters are so incredibly strong in their own right that with the lineup of villains, once the lineup of villains was thought up and kind of fully placed down, having Silver and Blaze there didn't really feel like it made a whole lot of balancing sense. I understand how Masahiro Sakurai has to balance out the characters in Smash Brothers now. Thinking about just kind of how they formulate as part of a roster. Silver can pick up almost anything with his hands in mind, if he puts his power to it, and Blaze is an unstoppable force of fire, and she has her own set of emeralds. Might be a bit much, especially since we have...
It's a bit overpowered.
It might be a bit much, especially since we have Shadow over here, and then we have Sonic, and then, we have two Shadows. So that's, already it feels like, okay, that's a bit much, and I feel like Blaze could probably burn most characters to a crisp, and Silver could probably bury most characters 6 feet under if he drops a building on them or something. So, those two had to kind of be cut just for the sake of the story. So what we have is basically the Sonic Heroes cast. We have the cast from Sonic Heroes, all team wise and all. We have Team Hero, we have Team Sonic, we have Team Dark, we have Team Rose, and we have Team Chaotix, with a few extra little things here and there. Now, Techno and Short Fuse the Cybernik from the Fleetway universe, they are our outliers. They are our X factor for the film. So Techno is the, I guess what is it? What do you call it? The deuteragonist? The duotagonist? Duotagonist of the film, I guess, so to speak, next to Sonic. So this is primarily a story through her lens, in the same way as Spider-Verse is a story through Miles's lens, where Sonic is there kind of helping her become the hero that she so desperately wants to be.
Like semi-protagonist.
Yeah, semi-protagonist, as it were. So, I love the Fleetway universe. I think it's a really unique kind of universe. that a lot of people don't really know much about because they don't really want to know much about it. But also, I think it's so fascinating because it's so game accurate, but also so oddly, specifically Britishly weird, as it were. There's so many fun concepts over there, and I love some of the characters over there and the takes that they have on existing ones, like Supersonic, for instance. Techno is one of those characters that, a lot of people within the Fleetwise side of the fandom love, and that I love too. I thought, okay, it'd be interesting if we just picked a character that nobody really expects, and we make you fall in love with her, and we bring you on her journey as she learns to save her universe, as well as the rest of the multiverse, with Sonic and the rest of the game cast. She's on a mission to save her Sonic after he brutally injures her Amy. After, Fleetway Sonic becomes Supersonic the first time. So with her on this journey, it'll be fun to see how she kind of shakes things up, and brings her level of technological wackiness to the group. So that was the process of finding our heroes.
Pretty cool, pretty epic.
Thank you so much for the question.
No problem. And
oops, sorry about that.
Oh no!
No, he does. No, I know the kid. I know the kid. He does that. It's all good.
Okay. Oh, Josh, Styx is in the audience. I got to hear what Styx has to say about this whole thing.
Oh, boy.
Yes, absolutely.
It's not a conspiracy, man.
We'll have Styx be the judge of that. Alrighty, Styx, what do you got to say about all this?
I'm just here to say that I'm pretty sure this is all a government trap, and I don't know why you guys fell for it.
Well, some of us don't live in a burrow in the middle of the jungle, okay?
Hey, that's my burrow you're talking about, pal.
Yeah, and it stinks too.
Hey.
But trust me, it is not. There's no conspiracy here. Trust me. I know you hear. I know you see a lot of voices, but they're not the voices in your head. Okay, these are voice actors. Okay, not ones in your head. All right, we talked about this. There's a difference. You got to separate the two. All right, they're not telling you. No, put that bottle down. Put it down. Put it down. Okay.
All right, fine. You win this one.
All right. Thank you. Now go mess with Knuckles or something.
She's got her eye on all of us now.
I was about to make a very meta joke.
Anyway, moving on to the next person. I'll call up Vertera next.
Let's do that.
Hi, Vertera.
Hello.
Salutations.
And salutations. Hi. I got a question. It is, what is your opinion about this game called Sonic Project 06?
Project 06, isn't that one of the fan recreations of 06?
Yes. Yeah. Project 06.
Yeah. Do you guys know about this? I think it's
I don't.
What?
I don't, but I'd love to hear about it.
Yeah, sorry.
Project O's. I think I believe I know what you're talking about, but this isn't my panel. I'm just co-hosting it.
The creator, I think, their name was Chaos X, right? Right. Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking about. There's a lot of Sonic 06 based projects. I think it was Chaos X's. Yeah. I think it's amazing. I think if you guys go over to Chaos X's Twitter, they are basically recreating the levels of Sonic 06 to probably one of the craziest and coolest degrees I think I've ever seen. Because what they're doing is they're adding intro animations to levels that never actually had those. You know, graphically things are upscaled. The controls seem tighter. Less glitches, obviously. It just seems like a really cool revitalization of all the levels that 06 had, and just kind of cleaning them up, I guess, and just kind of making them a little more, I guess, what the game was originally trying to be, so to speak. I think it's really, really cool what they're doing. I wish them the best of luck because they've made so much great progress already. I think the recent update they had was like an intro animation to Silver and Blaze's Crisis City level. I thought that was gorgeous. That was so beautiful how it transitioned from them kind of floating and falling into the level, kind of nodding, and then you take control of them as if you were playing the game normally. I thought that was so cool, and it adds so much story to the game in smaller little ways that I think are really, really cute. I'm interested in seeing what they do with the Elise-based stuff. You know, where Sonic kind of has to carry Elise around, because I know that stuff was kind of, I guess that stuff was kind of a little janky, I guess. So it'll be interesting to kind of see what they do with that. I wish them the best of luck.
Hashtag let Elise walk.
I don't care. I don't care if she's too slow. Sonic can just grab her by the hand. Don't worry if your hand falls off.
And let's hope we don't see the kiss again.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can cut. Well, I guess they could cut that stuff from the cutscenes if they really wanted to. Just have them like brofist. Let's just have them brofist instead.
Or hug.
Or just, you know, maybe talk about football for a little bit. Let's talk about football a little bit. Set Elise down for a therapy session. You need help. Please.
Hey, thank you for your question, Vertera.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right, Ultimate had a question next. Josh, if I can speak right here, please call up Ultimate.
I got you. Ultimate voice actor, if you are, okay, for whatever reason there we go.
Please stand up.
Stand up. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Ultimate?
Hi, Sydney. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing alright. I'm tired. I think I stayed up a little too late last night, then I worked all day. So, yeah, that's a recipe for disaster. Okay, so this is for everybody. In what way, shape, or form, I know MeToons answered this question, kind of, but in what shape or form did Sonic help kickstart like your career, like for like artist work, voice acting? Like how did you get involved in all that?
I guess.
I was gonna say, whoever wants to start.
I already said my piece a little bit, so I guess.
Okay, Kyla, we'll go to you.
I mean, I literally just would draw fan art. That's basically all I did, and then MeToons saw me and was like, "Hey, do you want to help out in the film?" And here I am. I've always drawn, so I guess Sonic didn't really contribute to that, but I definitely draw a lot of Sonic more than I draw anything else. So, yeah.
Okay, Sydney?
How did this project in Sonic influence like my career or move forward? I will try. This is a long story, but I'll try to keep it quick. This project means a ton to me, and kind of was a landmark for me in many ways, especially with voiceovers. I had just about a year before this, the casting call was released. I had decided to leave a very difficult master's program, and my life was kind of up on its end. I wasn't where I wanted to be in life, and so I decided to pursue a different career, and I decided to let myself be willing to take risks for what I wanted. And so I saw the casting call on Facebook on this kind of Sonic fan server, and I've always been a fan of Sonic. And I was like, you know what? Why not? If I don't take a chance and try to audition, I'm gonna regret this for the rest of my life. And I got in, and I started taking classes. I now have my home studio. I'm working under a coach now. It has totally projected my voiceover stuff. It all snowballed together. So this, when I say like this project means a ton to me, it has influenced me. It really has, and the Sonic franchise has, as corny as it sounds, really has influenced my life a lot.
Everybody in the tech channel, please give Sydney a round of applause for the progress that she made. That's very inspiring.
Oh, thank
Honest, legitimately.
Clap.
2018.
I do it before Mike wouldn't pick it up.
Go ahead, Becky.
Oh boy. Well, just this project definitely pulled me into the Sonic.
Sonic?
Whoa, okay.
Sonic is my father.
Sonic villains.
No.
Oh gosh.
This project definitely pulled me into the Sonic fandom a lot more than I was before. And so now I feel like I'm very much a lot more involved in that fandom, which is awesome because like everyone in the community is just so nice and so talented. And I'm just so happy I'm in this project with you guys. So happy I get to give Elise a new perspective and just so many things.
Okay. Thank you for your question, Ultimate.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yes, indeed.
Alrighty. Who to call up next here? Go into the middle. I will call on Colin the Hollow.
Oh.
Hello.
How are you all today?
We're doing well.
It's dark in here.
First, I'd like to say thank you for inspiring me to make my own fan project for Mario, specifically. So, but mostly I was wondering, when recording voice lines, was there ever like a line you could just not get right, no matter how many times you did it?
Ooh. We've got some stories, I'm sure. So I guess I'll start because I voice a lot of characters during the Q&A. So I tend to write big a lot of the time. I can be a little wordy if I don't kind of jot everything down in a concise manner. I think there were moments where Sleet was talking, and he had to explain kind of what Dingo's deal is as far as his ability to transform into anything using Sleet's little remote control. And his voice is so particular. You know, you really have to get into the zone when you're voicing Sleet. It is not an easy voice to do. And it can be very, very easy to slip up and say the wrong thing and over and over and over again. For some reason, things that start with an R are really hard. It's so ridiculous. I can't take it. So Sleet was definitely a difficult character for me to wrap my head around. I think I'm even slipping into different accents. Help! But overall, Sleet is probably the hardest one for me.
You still doing phenomenal.
Yeah, that's really good.
Thank you. So I guess Sid's as far as
was this question for everyone, by the way?
I don't know. It was just in general.
Did you all want to answer that, or did
all the voice actors?
That's all you want to do. That's fine. But I was just curious.
That's fine with me if that's okay with you, Maggie.
I actually haven't done too much with Elise.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm a blooper person, so I've got so many.
So am I.
Nice.
I think for Sarah, there's a lot of yelling.
Yes, we know.
There's so much yelling, but that's what makes her fun. I did a session with Arion. It was a few months back. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We were recording for her, and he and I were just laughing the entire time. It was so fun.
Tangents.
Oh yeah. Sonia is very difficult. Sonia gives me a run for my money doing a Jaleel White impression because I'm imitating a man, imitating a woman.
Yeah.
And so being a woman, I can't even say it. Being a woman, imitating a man, imitating a woman is very tricky, has been very tricky. How to balance, like, how do I make her not sound crazy annoying, but also keep, like, the, not that Julia's take on her was annoying, but how do there's just kind of this difficult balance there on trying to make sure that I'm true to her character while doing this falsetto imitation.
Kyla, did you have anything you wanted to add?
Not really.
Oh yeah, she's
okay. Thank you for your question, Colin.
All right, and thank you for having me.
Alrighty, Josh, please pick the next person.
Yes, indeed. Let me see here. Guess I'll get. Sally Acorn 1 month's birthday up in the thing. There we go.
Again, Josh, it's Sally Acorn, but I'll let it slide.
I know. I'm glad you explained the joke. Anyways.
Hi guys, I'm Sally Acorn. 1 month's birthday.
Hello, Sally. It's a pleasure seeing you here, princess.
Oh God. Oh God! Me too! No! He's becoming the Black Doom from the Dark Arms!
No, that's something entirely different. I am Robotnik, and I'll throw you in the roboticizer. What is your question?
You'll never catch me in a roboticizer. And also, I do have a question, Robotnik. Like, how do you become so evil when you became such good friends to all the characters from the different eras?
So this seems like more of an Eggman question than anything else. How I became friends with all these individuals?
Yes, Doctor.
Well, it was a load on my back, I'll tell you what. First off, dealing with another hedgehog. Unbearable! Just absolutely unbearable! And another Sonic! Scourge is a handful. But he's the best chance we've got against that hedgehog. Another Sonic fighting a Sonic. It just makes sense. It's just science. And then, of course, you've got Rosie. That girl, I swear she breaks so many things! I have to put her on a leash sometimes just to keep her calm. She's like a kid in a candy store. She ate all the candy. I think I need therapy.
You can't stop her, Doc.
I try. I'm thinking of implanting chips into everyone's brain, so if they do fall out of line, then, let's just say, there won't be much of them left after I press the big boom boom button.
You love me? You're right. Don't do that.
No,
I wouldn't do that.
Oh, well, I'll make an exception for Sarah. She's
You doctor?
She's a good cat girl.
Good cat girl.
Yes, she's a good cat girl indeed.
Thank you.
Well, this is
man,
my
I had to mute myself because I was just laughing so hard. But thank you for your question,
Let the chaos commence as I'm leaving to this call. Chaos control.
Okay.
Who gave
That
him
was
chaos
weird.
emeralds?
That was some weird.
That was weird timing.
I actually have to go in like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah. Megs is on a bit of a time limit here, so she'll have.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Oh, did I? Okay, shoot. If we're gonna ask a question, did a time traveling banana tell you to make the film? Alright, I gotta hear the response to this one.
Excuse me? Nani?
Hey, don't ask me. Ask Six.
Did a time traveling banana? I feel like
Tell you to make the film.
I feel like
don't look at me. Look at Six.
You know what, Sticks? No. I mean, yes, it did. Yes, a banana told me to make this film just for you, you little badger. You know, his potassium was too great. You know, he squirted some into my eyes. He threatened to hurt my family if I didn't make this film. So you know what? Yes, I was forced by a talking banana with time travel powers. Otherwise, he would have erased my bloodline like a JoJo villain. Yes, it was a really sad, tragic situation. I don't really want to talk about it. It's a little dramatic, but yes, a banana did threaten me and tell me to make this film. And I owe so much of myself to that banana. They'll take everything away from me if I don't.
Okay, that response was just golden. Let me call up the next person here. I'll call up Kitty Cat next.
Well, hello.
Welcome.
It's nice to talk to all of you.
Hello.
Hello.
Honestly, I feel like this is the most basic question, but it fits with the theme. Who is your favorite Sonic villain?
Favorite Sonic villain? Oh boy, this is a battle of the villains here.
Sarah, don't worry if I don't pick you.
Doctor, you'll always be my lord and savior. I'm so grateful for you.
Oh, you.
Favorite villain?
Wow.
Yeah. I have an ego problem, can't you tell? Anyway.
Oh yeah, I can tell.
So favorite villain, I think for me, just working with so many of them. If I had to pick, I think it'd just be Rosie. I think it'd be Rosie the anti-Amy. I love loose cannon characters. You give me a loose cannon character that's just wild and just fun. You know, I would like to say that I'm somewhat of a connoisseur of wild myself. So I would very much also appreciate it if I got to work on a character like Rosie often. I think I just see myself in characters that are just that hyperactive and just energetic and just fun. Just fun. And you know, knowing that Tia Ballard is with us providing the voice. She just brings such an energy and life to this character because she loves this character too. So I know that whenever I get to write her or animate for her, you know, it's just going to be a fun time. So she's just been fun all the way through. So I think Rosie's my answer here.
Well, does anyone else have an answer?
Oh, yeah, since go ahead, Kyla.
Oh, this might be a little weird, but my favorite villain's probably Infinite. I don't know. I just feel like he had such he could have been so good.
Fantastic
if he was written
design.
he had so much potential, and I don't know. I guess when you draw and make stories, you kind of develop like your own kind of head canons, and I don't know. I've kind of just fallen in love with Infinite. I think he's he's got a lot of potential to be a really good villain.
Okay. Maggie, since you have to go like really soon, I'll let you answer next, and then Sydney can answer.
Cool. So, is it bad that I want to say Sonic Boom Eggman?
Oh, not at all.
I mean, he's pretty funny though.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the funny villains, but like, yeah, people like Shen in Kung Fu Panda. I like them too. Like, but yeah, I'm gonna say Sonic Boom Eggman for now.
I like me some Evil Ham.
Evil Ham.
The best evil ham. Accompanying it with some good evil milk.
Yeah.
Whole evil smorgasbord.
I do have to go though, guys. It was
Yeah,
so
it was great having you. Everybody give Maggie a big round of applause there in the tech
Give
channel.
this incredible woman all of your praise, all of your money, and all of your follows on Twitter.
No, you.
I can afford to do one of those.
Bye, Maggie.
Bye, Megs.
Go ahead, Sydney.
I loved the twist in spoilers, Sonic and the Black Knight. I love Merlina. She's my favorite, for sure.
Okay. Thank you for your question, Kitty Cat.
You're welcome, and good to talk to you. My favorite villain is Thunderbolt the Chinchilla, the comics.
Oh, from the reboot.
Oh, goodbye.
Yes.
Oh, I always forget about them. Oh, man.
All right, Josh, please go ahead and pick the next person.
All right. I guess this next person I'm going to go with is Musketeer 177. I'll go ahead and invite them in to speak.
Did not expect to be picked.
Oh, pick now. Is there a question in there?
Yes. Oh crap! I did not come prepared. My question would be.
I'm just messing with you. Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm not feeling well at the moment.
You're good. You're good. I'm just picking.
So the whole project. What would be this pretty much for all of you? What would be the most funniest moments you had making the whole film?
Ooh, the funniest moment. I think so far the villains Q&A was just some of the most fun. But then there's also some stuff from our upcoming Q&A, Ask the Resistance, that's just been so fun to write and to storyboard and work on. I think we have a clip. I think we've shared it a little bit before, but we can just drop it in the old chat for everyone to see.
Just no asking me and my boys about how much money a detective agency is making. That is strictly classified information.
None whatsoever.
Oh, come on, guys. I'm your boss. The least you could do is make me look good in front of the dang multiverse.
Us government agents aren't really supposed to spill the beans in our ops to just anybody, hon.
Nothing personal. Just business.
GUN believes that I am not good at keeping secrets. This is a falsehood. I have only informed Shadow and Rouge that the commander's wife took his kids in the divorce.
You're a steel trap, Omega.
Steel wishes it were as strong as me.
Psh, I could take you on, you dumb badnik.
But hey, I'm game. I mean, what GUN doesn't know won't hurt him, right?
I think the funniest moment for me was, let's see. From just the Q&A alone, I think the fourth question we did for the event, when is for Rosie, when is you and Scourge's wedding? That question, that was my favorite one. That was what, because everything just lined up so perfectly with that one. Everything was just perfect. I was so proud of the editing on that one. Landy RS, who does Scourge. You know, he's one of the lead guys behind Adrenaline Dubs. You know, the guys that dubbed the IDW Sonic comics. They're such an incredible group over there. But Landy is an incredible Scourge. He adds so much personality to Scourge, and you know, him and Tia bouncing off of each other with the script. They just took that thing and they just made it their own. Especially with that question, that was so fun. Just hearing them scream and chase each other around.
Shout out to Landy. Yeah, shout out to Landy, man.
Shout out to Landy. Shout out to Tia, and then
Of course, it was very fun to come in and interject as Norgus. You know, I don't like that pink thing.
So good.
I very much don't like that pink thing. But if it means messing with the little green speedster, I guess I'll have to suffice.
That's good.
I have to agree with MeToons. I don't really have like a funny sort of moment during making the film, but I think that Scourge's voice is like the funniest. Like, it's perfect.
It's so perfect.
It's exactly what I'd imagine it being from the comics.
Right?
And his responses are so good.
So fun to write.
I agree. Hearing Landy and Tia's characters mesh together, it was amazing. One of the funniest moments, I asked Arion to live direct me as Sarah, and he and I don't know how long we were recording. It was a long time.
About 2 hours.
We were laughing, like doubled over laughing the entire session.
Sorry.
Oh, it was so much fun. I think that would be one of my favorite memories from working on this. That was one of the funniest for sure.
I am so ready to do it again.
Yes.
Oh, MeToons, by the way, love the Sleater impression. I love it.
Oh, thank you very much, Musketeer. It is very difficult. It's very difficult to do, but once you get the hang of it, it is excellent. Oh, I think I do a pretty good job too, Slate. Yes, Dingo, you do excellent. Thank you for the question.
Alrighty, thank you, Musketeer 177.
Let me call up the next person. I'll call up Miyako. I really hope I'm pronouncing that name right.
See here.
Hello.
Maito, yes.
Hello.
Finally to see you guys. If Maggie was here, all I can ask is, what's your thoughts on Sonic villains? And what do you guys like to do in the future?
Just what are our thoughts on just the project overall and our plans for the future?
Yes.
Well, I mean,
what do you guys talk about it?
Well, I've said it before already. It's just incredibly special for me. Just it's opened up my eyes and my heart to so many things. You know, I was so, around like, okay, I'll say I graduated. You know, once I graduated high school and I wanted to, kind of make a name for myself in animation and follow my art career in the way I knew I wanted to. But I was kind of directionless after a while because, and I've shared this story before, but I applied to CalArts, the California Institute of the Arts. A lot of you...
Ooh, that's cool!
Yeah, a lot of you may know CalArts from the very poorly misused and misunderstood term that some people use to describe a certain art style that they see in a lot of modern cartoons nowadays.
Modern cartoons are my favorite.
Yeah, don't listen to the CalArts style thing. It is factually inaccurate, and it was created by a not-so-nice person, so I would not advise spreading that around.
Okay.
I know. But it's an incredible school. It's an incredible school founded by Walt Disney and Company years ago. I wanted to apply.
Wow, I did never know that.
Yeah, it's got a whole history that that's where a lot of animation was founded over there. A lot of your favorite cartoons and stuff, the creators went there. So I applied there.
Oh,
sent my portfolio in. I had gotten rejected, and I was at a really low point. Because that was like my dream school. And I wanted to apply again, but it took so much out of me, so much anxiety, so much stress, and and I felt really burdened because I had a lot of like animation industry friends that I went to asking for like recommendations, so I didn't want to pester them about it again. So Villains as an idea just came up as a way of like, okay, well, if I can't make animation professionally right now, I'll just make stuff myself. I'll just do what makes my heart happy right now, and see where it takes me. And this project's a blessing because it's given me the chance to do everything I've wanted to do from the start. This is my dream come true. I'm working on a film that's fun and that's that's seems like it's getting a lot of people's attention and support.
Recommendation?
I guess so.
Yeah.
And I'm working with an incredible team of people that, I'm so happy to call my friends. I've made so many deep connections with so many people here. So Sonic Villains to me just, it means it's the dream I've always wanted to achieve, but in a different way than I was expecting. So that's what Sonic Villains is to me.
I'm just glad I like Sonic Villains. I'm just getting more interested on it already.
Thank you so much for your support. So,
you're welcome. Hope I see more of what's coming.
For sure. We will keep you posted.
All right, and thank you for that question there. Josh, please pick the next person, and we have about 15 minutes left.
Yes, indeed. Alrighty, let's see. 14 people hands up. Let's see. I'll get Waffle Doodle 96,000. We're the other 95,999. Go ahead and invite to speak. So Lego my Ego boy. That's not his actual name. I just made that up. Whatever. If you're watching, I just sent you a. There you go. That was so lame. Forget I said that.
We can't cut this. I'm sorry.
Can you hear me?
Dang it, you're right.
Yeah. Yes, we
we can hear you loud and clear.
I'm sorry. I'm just so nervous. But I actually have two questions. Hope that's not against the rules.
Can we keep it to one, please?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Technically, you ironically answered one of them.
Okay. Basically, I have a question about Sonic Villains itself. Are you actually going to feature the other universes or like showcase them in the film?
For sure. We wanna kind of keep, some of what we're planning on showing a bit under wraps, but all of these characters had to come from somewhere, and it only makes sense that to kind of give them entry into this this crazy story that we're trying to tell. We have to kind of show where these guys are and where they were at the time of Eggman bringing them in via the Phantom Ruby. So each character kind of comes in at different points in their lives. For certain characters, a lot of their shows and a lot of their books have been canceled. So basically, if you know of the stories of these characters' universes prior to their cancellation, where they ended, you'll have a pretty good idea of kind of where they're expected. You're going to be expected to see them. We showed a little clip of the OVA universe, and kind of how Sarah gets brought into this whole thing.
I didn't see it.
Oh, it's in the discussion room pretty soon. We'll probably upload it to YouTube as well, given that we've done it via our panel here.
I'm subscribed anyway.
Awesome. So you'll be the first to know when you see it. but yeah, everyone has an entry point. So we'll definitely see where these guys kind of started, all the way up to how Eggman kind of brings them in. To
I had something else to say, by the way.
Sure.
The other question I had was for Sydney. I heard she was going to be voicing Sonia and Queen Alina, and I really want to hear what her voices for them sound like.
Oh, sure.
Oh boy.
You ready?
Manic?
That was pretty seamless, I'd say.
Oh, good.
Can you say longer sentences, please?
What
Sure.
kind of sentence? Let's see.
Manic, Sonic, Rachmaninoff is hard enough to play without you making a racket.
That's perfect.
Oh, good. I've been so worried.
Alina?
We brought her on for a reason.
Well, thank you. That gave me a boost of confidence.
You deserve all
Sure
the
thing,
best.
sweetie.
Spirit.
All right. Thank you for your question there, Waffle.
My name is Seth.
Oh, Seth.
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
All right. We're coming up about on the 10-minute mark. I'm gonna call up Angie next.
Angie, there we go.
The pressure's ticking in. Oh my god.
It's okay.
Take
Deep
your
breaths.
time.
Deep breaths.
Yeah, exactly. What he said. Deep breaths.
We're just human beings here.
Yes.
All right. Hold on.
You good? You good?
I know it's just. Oh my goodness.
It's okay.
So. Oh my goodness. Why is it so hard?
It's okay.
Okay.
Everybody cheer Angie on over in the chat.
Thank
You got this, Angie. It's a little scary up here. We're nervous
It can
too.
be.
Totally.
We're definitely nervous.
Trust me, I'm nervous even co-hosting this, and I work with some of these people.
It's okay.
I think while working on like I'm getting tongue tied.
It's all right.
While you're working on like Sonic villains or let's just see. While you're working on Sonic villains, let's just go with that. What is the like hardest part or the funnest part you get to do while working on it? I think that's how I pronounce that.
Yeah, the most difficult and fun thing.
Yeah.
For me, I think the most difficult and difficult thing has been just kind of learning how to be a director. You know, it's an incredibly joyous position. It's a great position, and I just wanna treat these guys well. I want these guys to feel like they're at home. I want these guys to feel let them know that they're special. It's a matter of managing everything to a point where things get done at a certain point, but not being so precious about time or anything, because it's a blessing that these people are even able to come here and work with me on this thing to begin with. So I want to make sure that I treat their time well, and cherish it. So it's.
I mean, at least you try.
Yeah, I'm trying. Thank you, and I'm trying every single day to be the best director I can. So I think there's an expectation that comes with that. It can be scary, it can be difficult, but it's incredibly rewarding because again, these guys have absolutely changed my life, and it's so fun seeing this thing come together. So for all the stresses and all the burnout that happens in between, I know I have these guys that are such incredible friends and colleagues that I know I can fall back on.
And they have amazing voices too.
Absolutely.
Let me just add that.
Incredible voices. They're like silk.
Like Tia, for example.
Tia is crazy, and it's a treasure to see just how many people want to be a part of this. It lets me know that I'm doing something right. I'm doing something right. You know, that so many people feel excited to join us on this journey. So yeah. It's the most difficult and most fun thing, I'd say.
Okay, thank you for your question, Angie.
You're welcome.
All right, so let's do one more question, and then I believe you had another thing you wanted to show off there, Me Tunes. So True Blue had a question, so you could be the last question there, True Blue.
Yes, indeed.
The power of being a panelist. Anyways,
I know, it's great, isn't it?
Feel the power.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the power. Anyway, so this is coming from someone who's starting a new series. What would be like? Ah, crap! I'm struggling on what to say. Sorry.
It's all right.
What would be a good way to make sure it comes out well and people want to have more episodes? Because mine's going to be like a series, and I'm not going to spoil anything. Okay. I'm not like that, but
lips are sealed.
I'm just struggling to like what to do. Like, I'm kind of impatient. If you get to know me, I do tend to get pretty impatient. Some people call me the embodiment of Sonic, but that's not the point here. Yeah, I just need advice of like what to do and like just basically how to get everything set up.
How to set everything up. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough, but you know, I think, you know, it takes time. I will tell you that right now. You know, if we're talking about patience. This thing is 4 years in. Most films, realistically, in general, a lot of your favorite movies, they probably took about 5 to 7 years doing this exact same thing. I'm going to tell you that right now. But this is a movie, and you're in a position where you're making a series. So for you, it might actually be a little easier on your end because you get to kind of drip feed content a little faster than I'd say than just kind of releasing a whole hour-long thing. So for you, have a game plan. You know what for a series, you know your beginning and your end at least. The middle part you can figure out a little bit later. You can figure that out as you go along because you will not have everything figured out 100% of the way through going in. I certainly did not when I started this. And things just get figured out more and more as you iterate. You know, you try something, you see if it works. If it doesn't work, you cut it and then you restart until eventually you find the thing that you know you're proud of and you're happy with. So it does take patience and it takes time to learn that. It's about the journey, not the destination. So you have fun, and I think people will be able to tell when you're having fun too. I think that's the most important thing. Have a game plan, have a positive attitude, be patient, just enjoy yourself. Truly just enjoy yourself and people will see it. Make advertisements, make little pieces of artwork to let people know what it is you're doing. Good poster. There's always a good poster in there that'll get people hooked right away, I'd say, because it certainly helped with me. And just keep working on it. It's slow, it's steady, but you will win the race by being slow and steady. So, just keep at it. Don't give up.
I won't.
Good.
Thanks for giving me advice, man.
No problemo. Best of luck.
All right. Thank you for your question there, True Blue. So, Meetun, you had one other thing you wanted to show before we wrap up the panel?
Yes, I did. So we talked a little bit about Starla and Muna, our two pop idol characters for our film. You know, they'll have their own little social media presence. We want to kind of treat them as if they were actual pop stars in their own real kind of setting. So if you if you know Gorillaz, or if you follow the League of Legends scene and you know KDA, and the way they handle their social media as if they were actually real, musicians in a band, it's basically what we're doing with Starla and Muna all the way up to the film's release. And we plan on kind of introducing them via our YouTube and TikTok and other social media pages exactly like that. So we just recently got done putting together a little video, or at least the storyboards of a little video on the way this year, just kind of introducing the world to them, basically. And we have that here in the chat. So it's basically just sort of quick, like think of like an anime intro, so to speak. Or just sort of like a preview into what to expect with these girls as far as their music goes.
Ooh, look at that gorgeous animation and music. I love it.
The music is by Techno Cinema, Danny Burns. He's an incredible composer. You guys will know him from Adrenaline Dubs,
Yes.
Sonic Omens, and he may be in our other 6 Feet Underground project that we...
Which, if I may intersect on that, the certain cast preview was just came out like an hour ago while this panel was going on, so it's actually safe to talk about it now.
Check it out. If you like a certain sleazeball, you might want to look out for him.
Yes, indeed, and I'll just go ahead and leave this in the chat here. You may or may not hear a certain familiar voice come out a certain red boy.
Yes.
Ooh,
I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, when they make progress, I would love to get Sonic Underground remixed on here too. That would be a very interesting.
They're an incredible team. They're working.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff.
Yeah. Shout out to Ironic Sonic 2.0, the actual creator behind. They're actually in this server.
They're in this server.
If you don't mind, if he doesn't mind me calling him out for a second.
Yeah.
Just let him.
Ironic Sonic, he's the creator of the project. He's also a storyboard artist for Villains. So he's helping us out with Ask the Resistance and a few key scenes in the film. He's incredible. You guys follow his stuff, and follow Sonic Underground Remix. It's an incredible project.
So yeah, there y'all go. Y'all got the Sonic Art Show exclusive.
There you go.
Yep.
All right. So would all three of you like to give any final word before we wrap up the panel?
Just thank you so much to everybody who's come out here to support us. Thank you, Kevin, for suggesting this panel idea to us. Thank you, Josh. You've been doing an incredible job, man. Just keeping everything together.
I appreciate it.
You are a guardian.
I do my best.
You are a guardian through and through, my friend.
I appreciate that, bro.
You're doing awesome. And just, stay tuned for us, because we've got some fun stuff heading your way.
Yes, indeedy.
From the rest of our incredible crew. Just thank you. And I hope you'll continue to see where our journey unfolds.
Well, when this project is finished and it's released, we want to have you all back here for a post-project Q&A.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely. Because then we'll reveal all the secrets. We'll have so many stories.
All right. Well, thank you all very, very much for coming. Thank you, everybody in the audience, for coming. Please give them a big round of applause for all the work they've been doing so far.
Thank you. Also, can we get the hashtag Let Elise Walk going? I've been seeing a little bit of that in the chat because Maggie said it. Can we just make that a widespread thing?
Let's make that a tweet. Let's trend that on Twitter real quick.
Trend that on Twitter. No one will know what they're talking about. And then they'll be like, what? And then we'll just point to Maggie Elise. We'll just say it's her fault.
Yes.
I'll even draw some artwork. I'll draw Elise going for a stroll.
Yes.
Alrighty, so we'll be back here in 1 hour for the last winter break panel before the Sonic R Show returns. Whose line is it anyway? Oh, it's gonna be a lot of fun and laugh with that one.
Yeah, which ironically enough, I'm gonna be in there as well.
Excellent.
This is like my third panel today.
Holy cow, you guys have been busy.
Oh yeah. Alright, we'll see you all here in an hour.
See ya.
Absolutely.
Bye, guys. We'll see you.
Hey.